Welcome to another RSR. This afternoon we are recapping the Match Window 2 results and tables from the CONCACAF World Cup Qualifiers Round 3. 2 matches to go next month. And we have one elimination mathematically. Other than that, everybody's still in it. 11 out of the 12 teams are still in it for at least the second place spot. For top spot, let's see, still, for fourth place still, third place still, fourth place no, completely out, third place can, fourth place cannot get first, third place can. So eliminations from first place, automatic qualification, 2. From playoff qualification, 1. Possible playoff qualification. But, either way. Reacción de la fecha FIFA 2, de la ronda 3, de la Mundial Eliminatorias de la CONCACAF. We will talk about each group, and then we'll talk about what does it look like going into the final match window with the 2 final matches of the World Cup qualifiers. Much to play for. There is much to play for. It is not over yet. It is not over yet. Nobody is going to the World Cup automatically, and nobody has clinched a playoff spot, as far as I can tell. Not the best at math, but nobody is going to the World Cup yet. We will find all this out next month. What way would you want it? I think CONCACAF with this format absolutely did amazing. I'm a little bit shocked that it's this close, but in the end, you know what? More power to CONCACAF. They made a format that ended up being a very close, wonderful format to watch. And we won't find out who it's going to be until the very last day. That's the way it should be, in my opinion. But we'll start with Group A. The results in Group A. Suriname 1, Guatemala 1, Suriname 1, Guatemala 1. El Salvador 0, Panama 1, El Salvador 0, Panama 1. Panama 1, Suriname 1, Panama 1, Suriname 1. El Salvador 0, Guatemala 1, El Salvador 0, Guatemala 1. I was right about everything besides Panama, Suriname. 3 results of these 4, I was right. I said Suriname would draw Guatemala 1-1. That happened. Panama beat El Salvador 1-0. Happened. I said Suriname would lose to Panama. They almost beat them. They almost beat them. They got Tobias timed. I know how that feels. Stoppage time ended up being a draw, but they're still top of the group. I'll give that one for free. And Guatemala beating El Salvador 1-0. Called that one. On the road. Basically opposite of what happened a month ago. 4th place, El Salvador, 3 points, 2 goals for, 4 goals against, -2 goal differential. 3rd place, Guatemala, 5 points, 3 goals for, 3 goals against, 0 goal differential. Panama, 2nd place, 6 points, 3 goals for, 2 goals against, +1 goal differential. 1st place, Suriname, still sitting first, 4 goals for, 3 goals against, +1 goal differential. Suriname, I thought they were screwed going to Panama. They drew Panama twice. At home, understandable. They're a good team, don't get me wrong. At home, understandable. On the road, it was going to be tough. It's hard to play in Panama, and they almost won the game, let alone drawing it. And you got to say, absolute props to Suriname on that. I underrated them. I thought, you know what? This is going to be tough for them. And they got it done. They got it done. And they're still top of the group after 2 windows. Panama now are in a 2nd place spot, which is good for them. They sort of overturned their fortunes, especially with the win. That would be 5 points, 6. Now they're back in 2nd place. Guatemala 3rd with 5. I thought Guatemala would be top 2. They did end up with 5 points, as I said. during the predictions, but they're third because Suriname got 2 draws. So good for Suriname, and El Salvador's 3 points, as I said they would be. They're absolute trash. I'm surprised they got the first win, really. But Guatemala got their get back, and Guatemala's still alive when it comes to November. And hell, El Salvador, probably not. But, I mean, this group's already been crazy. So, we'll see where this goes. But I think Suriname are showing that they're actually for real. Like, they are solid, and we knew that. But they're actually for real. They've played Panama twice and drew them. That means their next window is going to be easier by the margins. They beat El Salvador at El Salvador. They host El Salvador. They've played Panama twice. And they hosted Guatemala. So they go to Guatemala. They host El Salvador. I mean, to me, that El Salvador match should be pretty easy, considering you beat them on the road after they just beat Guatemala, who were supposed to be one of the favorites for a second place at the very least. Okay, that's 3 points. Guatemala, they haven't really proved me right about how good they are. They're going to need those points, but can Suriname get those points? I mean, draw them. They're going to your house, or you're going over there. That could be tough, but they've lost at home already. So it's interesting. I think Suriname have a chance. They have a chance to be top 2 at the very least, if not win the group. And how hilarious would that be? Like, how hilarious would that be? Panama would have been cooked if they lost. And Suriname would have definitely been in pole position. And frankly, probably would have went to the World Cup with that. With it being a draw, it's going to be tougher. But they're in pole position. It'd be hilarious if they took first over Panama. It would be absolutely hilarious. But Panama, all they need is 1 good month out of 3. 1 truly good month out of 3. Normal form for them, and they win the group. Unless Suriname can match what they've done. But Panama could still win this group and go through, even though it looked dangerous for them after calling themselves the 4th best team in CONCACAF. They almost absolutely embarrass themselves. Right now, they look like they're about to embarrass themselves, but we'll see what happens next month. Guatemala, we'll see. El Salvador, they're probably cooked, but again, still tight. Group B, we have Bermuda, Trinidad, Bermuda 0, Trinidad 3, Bermuda 0, Trinidad y Tobago 3. I thought Trinidad would beat their ass. They did. Curacao, Jamaica, 2-0, Curacao 2, Jamaica 0. I was shocked about this one. I didn't think Jamaica would lose to Curacao, even though they were in Curacao. Curacao beat them. What a horrible performance for the Reggae Boys. But they bounced back. Curacao draws Trinidad 1-1. 1-1, Curacao contra Trinidad. Jamaica 4, Bermuda 0. Jamaica 4, Bermuda 0. I mean, of course they beat Bermuda's ass. It's Bermuda. But with that being said, Jamaica does bounce back and still finish the group, the window top of the group. So, could be worse. 4th place, Bermuda, 0 points, 2 goals for, 14 goals against, minus 12 goal differential. 3rd place, Trinidad and Tobago, 5 points, 4 goals for, 3 goals against, plus 1 goal differential. 2nd place, Curacao, 8 points, 6 goals for, 3 goals against, plus 3 goal differential. And Jamaica, 1st place, 9 points, 10 goals for, 2 goals against, plus 8 goal differential. I had Jamaica sitting top at the end of the window on my predictions. They did do that. Trinidad is basically in the spot I thought Curacao would be, so you flip them thanks to that big win for Curacao. Bermuda's still at 0 points, so that was a give me. But Jamaica's still sitting top, even though they lost to Curacao. They've won 3 of their 4 matches, and yeah, the Curacao match was bad, but Trinidad still has a slight shot to make it somewhere if they beat Jamaica. And they would have to play Bermuda again. So that's very good. If they could do that, get 11 points, at least a playoff spot, Curacao would be playing again. They've already played Trinidad twice. Bermuda. So Jamaica and Bermuda again. But again, for me, Jamaica are back at the top after that big loss. They're looking still good enough to win this group, but man, Curaçao's putting the fire on their tail, I gotta say. Trinidad, they could get top 2, depending on what the other 2 teams do if Trinidad win both their games. Be crazy if they could beat Jamaica at home. But if Curaçao could do it, we'll see. Bermuda, they're probably up the creek without the paddle. But, well, it doesn't matter. They are eliminated. 0 points. They will not even be able to make a second place spot. Bermuda are eliminated. They're playing 2 more games just to play 2 more games because they have to. That's going to be pretty. Trinidad, Curaçao, Jamaica fighting for second at the very least. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Group C, match window 2. Haiti wins 3-0 their first match, 0-3. Honduras, Costa Rica, 0-0 draw, 0-0. Honduras beats Haiti 3-0. Costa Rica wins 4-1. 0-3-0 Honduras, 4-1 Costa Rica. Fourth place, Los Piñoleros, 1 point. 2 goals for, 10 goals against, -8 goal differential. Third place, Haiti, 5 points, 6 goals for, 6 goals against, 0 goal differential. Costa Rica, 6 points, 8 goals for, 5 goals against, +3 goal differential. And Honduras, 8 points, 5 goals for, 0 goals against, +5 goal differential. Honduras are sitting top of the group right now. They beat up Haiti, and that definitely helps them sit top. Draws Costa Rica. Costa Rica, you don't know how good their defense is going to be. Sometimes they'll park the bus and not allow goals. Sometimes they'll allow multiple goals. You don't know. Sometimes their defense is solid, sometimes not. Their defense was solid this month. Their offense was okay. They were hosting that second match, though, which it's hard to win in Costa Rica for anybody. So, Honduras, top of the group. Costa Rica could still top the group. Haiti could still even finish top 2. Very interesting how this group looks, but Honduras has the pole position. I thought it would be this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything's right as it stands when I made my predictions in this group. Not too surprised. I said Haiti would kick ass. They did. Honduras, Costa Rica. Think I said draw. Honduras beating Haiti. I said 3-1. It was 3-0. Costa Rica winning. There you go. So, Group C has gone about what I would expect it to. So, none too interesting there. And then finally, CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, advancement in second place after 2 match windows. Advancing auto post-match window 2, if it were to stay the same. Right now it'd be Jamaica, Honduras, Suriname in points order. Second place ranked. Third place Panama, 6 points, 3 goals for, 2 goals against, +1 goal differential. Panama would still miss out on the playoff if it ended today, but they still have a month to fix that. Costa Rica, second place, 6 points, 8 goals for, 5 goals against, +3 goal differential. Curaçao, first place, 8 points, 6 goals for, 3 goals against, +3 goal differential, which means the playoff teams post-match week 2, window 2, would be Curaçao and Costa Rica. Curaçao, Costa Rica would go to the playoffs for CONCACAF. Jamaica, Honduras, Suriname will go to the World Cup as it stands. But we have another month. Will it stay the same? Will it stay the same? We will find out, but that is a very interesting situation. Group C looking like it should. Group B, Panama still might embarrass themselves. Or Group B, Jamaica's on top. Trinidad's not second, it's Curaçao. Curaçao still fighting very hard. Trinidad might be cooked. And Group A, Panama might embarrass themselves still. Even with a second place spot, they still might embarrass themselves while being the 4th biggest team in CONCACAF. Ain't that crazy? With that being said, man, that's going to make all this USA losing to Panama stuff look even worse if that stands. With that being said, there you go. 1 more month, 2 more matches. And we'll know our 5 teams. 3 to World Cup, 2 to the playoff. And we'll follow those playoff games in March. Don't you worry. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you later tonight for the live watch-along and review of Blue Jays and Mariners Game 3 of the ALCS. We're going to ride this train until it derails. And it almost is, but who knows? Maybe they could save it. We'll find out. But Games 3 and 4, tomorrow we'll be live for Game 4 as well. And if that's it, that's it. And if not, we'll be live on Friday for Game 5. I would hope that's the case at the very least. But we'll find out. So, let's go Blue Jays. If anybody could come back from the deficit they're facing, it's this year's Toronto Blue Jays team. I don't feel as bad because the Brewers are facing a similar deficit, similar situation against the Dodgers, so I don't feel as bad. And we're very similar teams, ways we play, so could be worse. We're not as embarrassed, but if anybody could punch back, it's the Blue Jays, and honestly, on the NL side, if anybody could punch back, it's probably these Brewers. With that being said, hey, Blue Jays reference. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm running, I'm out. Peace. Can't wait for November. Hopefully the next time I talk to you when it comes to CONCACAF World Cup qualifiers, the Blue Jays are somehow World Series champions. Or at least American League champions. Well, but we know one thing. We'll be talking about CONCACAF in November as well. I'm running, I'm out. Peace.